So, I noticed, throughout your anime roles, you kind of have like a young bad girl kind of vibe going, with
Yeah.
Yoshino and of course on Tomo-chan as a girl with Mizuzu. So how did that happen? Is that going to be like a kind of voice typecast going forward, you think?
So I have a naturally high voice. So I get casted a lot or cast a lot in younger range or somebody with like high pitched range. But I've been known to like kind of follow a path of cat girls lately. So like I'm Kanade in B Stars. I'm uh Nero in Goddess of Victory Nike. So I very much have found this niche that I very much enjoy playing. So I very much enjoy that. But lately I have been on a path of kind of broadening my range and experiencing a whole new different element of characters I've never played before. Like you said, Mizu, she's on the lower range, but I played the younger version of Mizu, but she is on the lower range, and I have a few other characters that I'm not allowed to discuss about yet, but they're also in the lower range of kind of bad girl. So I'm very excited to see where this takes me.
Do you enjoy being on the harem and the smartphone anime? You know,
Oh
the
my
most
gosh.
recent.
So I'm in two different animes like that. So in Smartphone and also Fruit of Evolution. I play Saria, who's a gorilla girl. um, but in those type of isekai animes are such a joy and entertaining to work on because the directors for both show for Smartphone it was Danny Chambers and for Fruit of Evolution it was Jonathan Rigg. We have fun in the booth. So even though as chaotic and crazy the content is, it's so much fun to just be a part of it. So yeah.
Speaking of Danny Chambers, I mean, you were Rado's sister on Danny's Big Show Aharen. So I was wondering, is that where you guys hooked up, and what was that experience like?
So yeah, I got to work on Aharen-san, which was an amazing show. Ben Balmaceda played his younger sister, and it was an amazing time. It was such a amazing experience, especially working with Emily. I I don't take the opportunity for granted, especially that one. I got to do like a little rap sequence in it, and I think that was probably one of the most core memories of recording anime for me ever. So, uh, it was such an amazing experience. And did you ask how did I get started? Was that where I got started in anime? Is that what
Oh
you
no,
asked?
I asked how is that where you met Danny Chambers, and she
Oh,
she cast you after that. You guys became friends from that, or
no. So Danny and I have known each other for a couple of years now. So honestly, we've just met through the community of Crunchyroll and voice actors based in Dallas. And my relationship with Danny just kind of grew from there. And I love Danny. I love working with her. She's an amazing and phenomenal director. And I really hope one day I get to work with her more. So yeah, it's a lot of fun working with Danny.
I was looking at your Twitter earlier, and I saw you have quite a cosplay pinned.
Oh, the
It wouldn't
chaos
get out
that
of
I
your
do.
mind that baseball photo.
Oh,
You go into that?
I I have a chaotic Twitter, and I know I do, but I like to keep things light and entertaining. And I very much I scream Kirby. I scream like Kirby a lot. I feel like I'm Kirby. I'm just chaotic. So my Twitter is just authentically me because there's no reason why not to be authentically you. But yeah, I if you see my Twitter, I'm so sorry, but I do enjoy cosplay. I've been a cosplayer for I want to say 5 years now, and it was a medium that I discovered through anime. And I was like, hey, I can grab a wig, I can put on some makeup and just cosplay a character. And that very much led me to the path of conventions and where I am now. So my cosplay background definitely has intertwined with my convention background now.
Did someone discover you through the conventions, or did you still go through a formal casting process? I know you're with Linda McAllister, I believe. So.
Yeah, so I'm with Linda McAllister. So I've been with Linda since 2015. So way before cosplay and way before conventions for me. I did a audition process with Linda and it was a workshop. It was like 3-day intensive and we worked on different scenes and different scenarios and it was an amazing experience and I'm still with Linda McAllister and I love everyone at LMT and they're such a phenomenal family to be a part of.
How did you get connected with Anime Frontier, the frontier of Texas, right? They want to
Yeah.
make it like
So
Anime NYC, so
absolutely. So, as you mentioned, Anime NYC is our sister show in New York, but Anime Frontier is based here in the beautiful heart of Texas at Fort Worth Convention Center. And I got my start in Anime Frontier, I want to say about 3 years ago. I was actually a cosplay ambassador at first, and I have experience and background in my degree in digital film video production, but like in the umbrella of that, have marketing underneath it. So my social media was very high and very present and very up to par. And I was communicating with my now boss, Lauren Dabb, and I went through an interview process and here I am now today working for an amazing, phenomenal company and Anime Frontier, which I am so excited for. It's literally less than a month away and I cannot wait.
are you going to be like a juror on is there like a masquerade ball like there is in New York, or
Yeah, so there is a cosplay masquerade that will be Saturday night. But we also have such other amazing programming going on right now. We have our first ever Idol Fest. So it's called Wild West Idol Fest. That is Friday night. We also have Lava. So Middleman, Ray Chase, and Robbie Damon. They will be doing a improv show as well. And of course, again, the masquerade. There's just so much amazing programming and content that we have scheduled. I will not be a part of the masquerade. I will not be a judge, but we do have 3 phenomenal judges. We have Cutie Pie Sensei, Cosmic Rumble, and another amazing one. Oh my gosh, Seion Goddess. So there are amazing craftsmanship. They have been in this game way longer than I have, but their craftsmanship and their work on their cosplay is phenomenal. And I cannot wait to see them sparkle and shine on the stage.
yeah, I was wondering for Hormiya, since the show came back
Yeah.
recently, is it difficult to return to that kind of role after a few years?
Oh, absolutely not. So Remy was my very first big character. And going into back into her this year, it just felt like home. If anything, it helped me fine tune and discover more about Remy. So, like her energy, how cute and conniving, but like she means well. So, diving back into Remy has been such a phenomenal experience for me. And even though we wrapped the show, she will still always have a very, very special place in my heart.
I thought you were emotionally. I saw you were emotionally moved by that hug on your Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. I was sobbing. Okay, when I just saw I love to cry, so when I saw it, I was like a wreck. But it was an amazing time.
Do you generally read like the English dub section on Reddit and all those, like to see what they're saying, or do you try to isolate yourself from that creatively?
So I don't have a Reddit, so I really have never experienced Reddit. But like reading comments on like the Crunchyroll subscriptions or the YouTube or even just general people commenting and tagging me on Twitter, I do read those. And, I take any feedback or any criticism very well. Like if there's something that I can do to enhance my performance later in life, I will definitely take things into consideration. But I really try to stay away from any negativity. For every one negative comment, you have 10 positive ones. So I always try my best to think in that mindset.
So I'm guessing you don't get into like all those shipping conversations on Twitter. Actually, I'll put you on the spot, and since
Oh,
you're on More Than a Married Couple, who do you think you should go with?
oh gosh, wait. Am I in a more than a married couple? I'm actually
Yeah.
not in that show. Is there a credit saying that I
Yeah,
am?
there is. It
What?
is
I'm not sure
additional
that show.
voices, so I wasn't sure which character, but yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. Like, I don't remember recording this.
Really?
I've been so blessed and phenomenally like I've been in so many Walla groups lately, I guess, that I don't remember that show, but yeah, it's I've been so blessed lately that it's just working on so many different shows. It's just been rapid fire lately. So I honestly don't remember me working on this show.
Well, I know you worked on Spy X Family as Alice, and
Mhm.
I think that's pretty much well growing to be one of the biggest shows in all of anime. And I was wondering if you, well, I guess by episode 7 you kind of saw it coming, but if originally when you were contacted, did you foresee the show becoming as big as it is now, or people are cosplaying?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, I love Spy Family. I've always have. I've read the manga before it came out. So I knew that it was going to be a very family friendly, fun anime. And I love the show. I love everybody in it. Again, Danny's also in that show. So um I love every single individual, and they're doing such a phenomenal job right now recording. Even the director, Chris, is a phenomenal person, and he is really passionate and cares about what he works on. So it's really cool.
Do you have a fidget spinner like Rato's sister? Have you ever had
Oh,
one?
do I have a fidget spinner?
Yeah.
No, I just have ADHD. So like I'm just playing with my hands naturally. It's just how I am as a person. Like again, ADHD. I've had it since I was a little girl. So I take my medicine like at nighttime. So it's like at that point where it's just like slowly weaning off, but I'll live.
What made you want to get into voice acting originally?
I originally, as you know, I worked started with Linda McAllister. So I was actually an on-camera actress at first. And I've always loved Disney movies and I've always loved um any animation. I watched Pokemon growing up. So I didn't realize that was a whole division that you could work in. So I was again
Yeah.
originally just television and film. And then I discovered that Linda had a voiceover division. I was like, I can do that. So of course I educated myself. I took a lot of classes and I was officially brought on into the voiceover division. And then I just started getting auditions left and right. So my love for voice acting has always been there, but actively working in it has just been only a couple of years. And it's been I don't take anything for granted. I'm super, super thankful.
Do you still go? I mean, I know Funimation has gone through some changes over the last couple of years, but do you still go through a formal audition process, or do they just kind of call you in? I know some people even now, like on Twitter, like a director will put up like he's looking for a role, and everybody, all the voice actors will kind of comment under. And I was curious
Yeah.
if that's how it's done now, all through DMs or like.
No. So we still do an audition process through Crunchyroll. It's literally you get every season. We do 4 seasons, so summer, winter, fall, and spring, and we just audition for whatever shows are coming out, and we send in our ranges, what we can do, and we just wait. It's literally a waiting game, but things come in throughout the season too. So like there'll be a small bit that comes in probably like episode 4 that we didn't audition for because directors keep you in mind for other things. So um it's still an audition process, but it's phenomenal. But like indie projects usually like do the thing on Twitter where it's just like, hey, I have this voice specifically for this thing, like looking, and then you can submit that way. We also get things through our agents too. So our agents send us auditions. So there's now such a wonderful saturation of different ways to audition and get into voice acting that I think is phenomenal.
Is the whole frontier being based in Texas? Is it because, Funimation is there and most of the voice actors are currently, well, I know most of them are either in Texas or LA, but majority in Texas if they're doing dubbing. So is there going to be the highest turnout probably for dub actors of anywhere at this convention or?
So our guest list is currently pretty stacked right now. We have like Alejandro Saab, who is in Genshin Impact, Hell's Paradise, and Horimiya, as well as Marissa Duran, who's also in Horimiya and Genshin Impact, or not Genshin Impact. Well, actually, she's a bit, but and Hell's Paradise and Shadow House. We also have again Lava coming. So we have a multitude of voice actors this year. And we are powered by Crunchyroll, and we're super thankful for their partnership. They always do exclusive screenings and stuff. So I think it's just a big collaboration with Crunchyroll, but also a lot of publishers wanted us to create a show from Anime NYC to Texas. Publishers distinctly asked us to basically make a carbon copy in Texas and, have a hub where they can have a place in Texas, which I think is super, super cool that publishers trust us enough to create something as phenomenal here in the city of Fort Worth.
What did you think of the twist for Yushino? Do you think she deserved it because of what she did when she was younger? Or... I mean, he got his revenge after all. So.
Okay, so recording that show, I had no idea. Like I was shocked because I didn't read the manga. And so as I was recording it and I was looking at the director and like just watching the scene, I'm like, what is happening? And so it felt like a twist to me. I'm pretty sure other people saw it coming, but for me, it very much was like as I was recording. So I don't think like, revenge is the best answer, but sometimes revenge is sweeter, but I don't think he deserved it. But, or she deserved it. But I'll let the anime fans decide that.
For a second, I thought the last episode was going to be when she kisses him. And then all of a sudden there was another episode. And I was kind of happy because I wasn't that happy with that ending. It just seemed like
that would have been too much of a cliffhanger.
Yeah. And my last question, what do you think makes a great cosplay in your opinion? As a veteran.
What makes a great cosplay? I think if you love it and you're passionate about it, any cosplay is amazing. You can have a closet cosplay, you can buy a cosplay off of Amazon, you can hand make your own cosplay, but as long as it's something that makes you happy inside, that makes you warm and fuzzy, I don't think that no one should define like what it means to be like an amazing cosplayer. Like that, as long as you yourself are happy with what you are creating out of your own creativity and imagination, it's an amazing cosplay no matter what.
You want to be on My Dress Up Darling? Because you seem like you
I have the vibe of My Dress Up Darling. I love that show. I love that manga. It was so, so good. Again, Emily directed that show, so it was just a phenomenal experience just watching it. And dreams, hopes, wishes, and goals one day. But until then, I'm thoroughly happy watching it.
Awesome. Thanks, Jalitza.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. No, you have a great voice. I think you're going to be in this industry for a long time, for sure.
Thank you. I try my best to take care of it, and I hope that, I can stay within my range still and keep getting cat girls.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.